It's actually patent pending. But we got a lot of press because we were able to predict exactly the final four standings of the World Cup 1 week prior to the semifinals, which got us a lot of press in Latin America. If you'd like a free pilot, just tweet us. I'll be happy to give you a free pilot for your company or your use. Thanks.
Alright guys, I'm Aaron, CEO of XYGaming, and we're building a platform where gamers can challenge each other for real cash. And before anyone asks, it is legal, because it's games of skill that we tackle. So we're tackling the big games out there now. If people want to challenge for $10, $20 in League of Legends, Dota, StarCraft 2, and other big games out there that have 80 million following, we're able to do it for cash. Right now we're in our pre-beta, so in our beta stages, so I only, for breaks, I apologize, I only just pushed the code about 2 hours ago. So and I can go through a demo of what we're actually doing. So the big thing is that we're actually tackling here is, right now we want to be able to, it's a very fragmented market. So gamers have to go to several different websites to get either their community data and be able to chat to each other, or they have to go to different websites to play different games. And what we're trying to do is consolidate that and automate the whole process for the gamer. So this is the homepage of the website here. So we have it very simply, they can read news. Up here we're on the compete section right now. So there's compete, news, community and help that they can go through. New Players Guide, we're featuring the current games we're going to be doing right now is StarCraft, League of Legends, Dota and Halo. And we're talking to current companies like Microsoft and stuff like that, which are interested in sponsoring products for us to be able to do free stuff. Every single one of the users can jump on here and challenge. So for instance, in League of Legends, I'm already logged in. I have cash on my account, and I've got, we do both play money as well as real cash. So the users can jump on there for free if they want and play for not actual their real money. So it allows them to be able to onboard them eventually as paid users. We have two different ways the users can challenge right now. So they can challenge instantly with other users that are currently already active on the website, as well as they're able to challenge on a challenge board, which allows them to proactively challenge. So if I go into the instant challenge board, I can see here on the screen, I can choose between real cash, play money. I'm able to basically see other users that are currently on there and then just instantly challenge them. So this will bring up an overlay where I can change the different amount, as well as then I can basically tweet and do my Facebook amount, put it on my Facebook page, and we give them discounts for doing this. So it organically gets us new users. Right on here, down the bottom, they can also sit there and chat, so they can interact with each other to be able to call people out and say, hey, you've been giving me crap on the forums, let's challenge for $10, put your money where your mouth is. And that's what we kind of encourage. The other way to challenge is we're setting up a challenge board. So the users can able to jump on there and basically, if I'm sitting there at work and I want to be able to challenge there later down the track, it allows me to be able to post up that I'm available between this time for this amount, and the users are able to jump on there and basically challenge them directly while they're offline, so that when they jump on when they're available, they have these queued up challenges. So it allows you to be able to challenge instantly. We do full data tracking for all the users, so we track to be able to give the other users metrics. They're able to do everyone else's profiles. So it has their current games, it shows the stats of their games, their win-loss, so you're able to actually determine whether you can beat them. And it allows for fair play. So every single game we have a different skill level for. So we have an algorithm running in the background that tracks their skill play, tracks who they're actually versing, and allows us to be able to match them against even level competitors. You can go through their match history as well as see their reputation. So that's another thing that we added, because some people are sore losers. So we wanted to make sure that you see, track it on just not a metric of their win and loss, but a reputation from the other users peer-to-peer. I think that pretty much wraps up most of it, going through it all. But if anyone has any questions, I'd love to answer them. Yes?
So how do you validate the wins and losses on different platforms?
So what we have is an automated algorithm running in the background. Right now the industry works on a manual system. So whereas the two of us want to play for cash, we jump on there, we challenge for $10, we then go play the game, and you being the winner, you win 12-3. You have to go back and manually enter 12-3. And then me being the loser, I also have to verify that, which is a big problem that we identified. So what I've done is, and losers often lie, right? So what we've done is we built an engine for each of these games that's able to, instead if we play on XYGaming, we jump on there, we put our wager down, and before you get from your couch back to the computer, we can already verify the result and pay the money directly into your account. So there's no friction and no problems. Yep.
Do you take Bitcoin?
We're currently not taking Bitcoin because it creates actually a lot of issues for us because it's within that grey area and we're already sitting within that. So we'd rather not push it. And it also creates a nightmare for us because, so I was a casino manager for 5 years and we have to deal with the anti-terrorism laws, money laundering and everything like that. And Bitcoin, because of the way you have to track it, it's actually hard for us to do it. Anyone else? Yep. We automate it. So we automate the whole process. So a lot of the other companies out there, they also don't target big games. So we're doing the big games that have 80 million users, we have 50 million users, because we're completely automating it. So that's the big difference that we're trying to bring, is we're doing the big games that are already playing competitively, and we're also automating the results. Whereas right now they're all working on a manual results verification, which is very inefficient. Yep.
Are you working with a Russian guy by chance? Because there's a dude walking around lately pitching the exact same story.
There are 2 other startups, but they're basically not doing the big games. That's the thing that we're tackling. Yeah, that's the only game they're doing, and they're doing it. I think it's Bitcoin from memory, and that's it. Yeah, because they're trying to get around the legalities. So, whereas we've actually built it within our system to be able to make it legal in America.
Speaking of which, what are some scenarios that you and your lawyers are worried about?
Well, the big one is money laundering and chip dumping. So that's the big scenario that we have built into the back end to track. So from
What's chip dumping?
Chip dumping or credit card dumping. So what users do is they actually they steal a whole pile of credit cards. They throw the money onto the website and their user, and what they do is then lose it to another user that's their own account, and then they basically claim because it's lost to another user, we can't actually take it. So we have stuff in that back end and set there to be able to track that and be able to basically stop it before it happens. As well as we lock certain accounts to credit card details, to IPs, to several other different things. Yeah. Anything else?
Is there an age limit for this, or like, do you have to be 21, 18, 15, 14 still?
It depends on the age of the game. So
yeah.
if you're basically a 13 plus game, then 13 plus are allowed to play on it, but they're allowed to play on it for the free side of it. So once they turn 18, we send them an email and say, hey, you're doing really well on the free side. Would you like this $5 free credit for your birthday? So it gets us a conversion there. But that's the big thing we're trying to tackle, is we want to make sure that we make it friendly for the parents. Because we're going to allow tracking there on the back end for the parents to log in and be able to go, okay, I'm not at home, but I can see that my child is now logged in and still playing. Yep.
What is your business relationship with the publishers of those games? Does money change hands?
Money doesn't change hands with us, with the publishing companies. They actually endorse it because it gets them more stickiness. A lot of the games out there are basically trying to push esports to make the games more sticky, because they get sales within the game for microtransactions and other things like that. So they're actually very excited with what we're doing. I have actually talked to them and a lot of the publishers, and right now it'll actually be the other way around, is once they want us to host big tournaments and stuff like that, they'll actually be pushing money to us to host them for when they bring out new games or new content.
How do you make money?
Yeah, our business model is we take a service fee off every challenge. So right now the industry standard is about 14%. We're doing it for 13%, and then we're taking it down to 11% if you put it on your social media. So incentive.
Sounds like the next billion-dollar idea.
Awesome,
Alright.
thank you.
Is that all right? Can you hear me? Cool. Good evening, everyone. My name is Antonio, and I'm the founder of Raw Shorts.
The mic's
Is
on.
that all right?
Mic's on.
So I'm the founder of Raw Shorts, and that is a DIY explainer video builder for businesses. If you're not familiar with explainers, those are those animated infographics you see all over the web. They're really effective at helping businesses explain their story or explain a core function or a service. I'll show you a real quick example of what one of these looks like, just in case you need a little more info.
Have you ever struggled to find gluten-free restaurants, bars, or shops when you're traveling? Well, with Gastro Mama, it will be a snap. Our app will let you quickly uncover...
Okay, so this is not our company, but this video was actually done with our platform by a business user who has absolutely no animation experience. So that's exactly what our platform is designed to do. But what we're looking at here is a video that's used mostly at the top of the funnel, right, for marketing purposes. What our platform is really designed to do is to bring down the barriers of production so that businesses can sort of integrate video throughout various touch points on how they communicate with their customers or with their employees. So how do they do that? I'm going to run through what our platform actually looks like. It's a template-driven system, right? Right now we have a few templates in there. We separate them by industries. Users can either select something like this, or they could build it from scratch. Once they select the template, this is what the work environment looks like. Okay, so keep in mind, we designed this for business users. And in order for them to embrace the product, we decided to actually use a language and a workflow that they already understand. And that's a PowerPoint workflow. So for businesses, video is the most difficult form of content to produce, right? Using this workflow allows them to open up the platform, look at it, engage, and say, you know what, I can actually do it. So this is what the platform looks like. I'll show you what the process of creating a video or placing media on the stage actually looks like. So here we have some assets. This is a whiteboard icon. Once you place it on the stage, there, without a delay, it would actually show up.
We know it's the Wi-Fi, don't worry.
Okay, so once it's on there, I pre-made an animation so you can see what they sort of look like when they come together. So all of these are drag and drop from the media library. We have transitions and these whiteboard animations as well. There's about 5,000 of them in there. So once someone actually goes through that process, the system is totally free to use, but there's a variety of free and paid icons, okay? So what happens is you can actually engage with the product, but when you want to render the video, if you're using any premium icons, that's where the paywall goes up. So in this case, if you wanted to render that, you would say, no, you can't do it. In this case, this is a premium account. You're given the options, okay? So that's essentially how we make money.